Today we are going to talk about what goes into the call to actions that you make in your videos to really get your viewers to engage with your videos and with your content that's coming up. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it's Thursday, which means it's time for some YouTube Q&A. But before we get into this week's question, I want to thank all of you guys who have contributed so generously to my crowdfunding campaign that I'm doing right now for this workbook called 30 Days to a Better YouTube Channel. As I continue to review more and more channels for both little creators as well as like big companies, I'm seeing that everyone is basically making the same mistakes over and over again, and it's costing everyone viewers and subscribers and trust that they're not able to build as quickly as they otherwise would have been. Click right here to go check it out if you haven't heard about it yet, or there's a link in the description text below. So on to our YouTube question for this week. It actually comes from YouTube themselves, and they're asking everyone, including you, this question. What calls to action do you make to get your audience to engage? I want to give you guys a little insight into the call to actions that I make here on my videos, but before I get to those, I think that there's two things that every creator needs to consider before they decide which calls to actions they're going to make. And the first one is, whenever you make a call to action, you have to pitch it as if it's for the viewer's benefit, right? Like, I've seen so many videos where they're like, please subscribe and give this a thumbs up and comment below and like this on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and go whatever Google Plus and go buy our t-shirt. It's just like, give me, right? Like, it's actually like, try to give more value to me. But instead, what you should be asking is giving a call to action that is for the benefit of the viewer. So you can still make some of those call to actions like, hey guys, subscribe to this channel, but tell them why. Like, why is it going to be valuable for them? Or when they comment, why is commenting on your video going to be valuable for them? And the second thing that I think is important, although many people disagree with me, is that I think you should just have like one or two call to actions and make them very focused. Don't have like all these different options, because what I have found, not just in my own content but other people's videos as well, is that if you give your viewer too many options, they kind of just like don't do anything. Give your viewer a very clear path, a very focused action that you want them to take as a result of watching your video, instead of giving them like tons of different options that just kind of feel like overwhelming and they're not even sure which ones they want to do, and by the time you've gone through the whole list, they've forgotten like what the first ones are. It just doesn't work that well, in my opinion. In each of my videos, maybe you've noticed that I actually give two call to actions in every video. One is targeted for subscribers and the other one is targeted to non-subscribers. I always start with my call to action that's focused towards subscribers, which is to comment, right? And I'll actually ask a question of you guys that kind of help facilitate the discussion, kind of help kickstart it and get it going. Like, for example, this video right here, do you think it's better to give just like one or two really focused call to actions, or is it better to give them like a lot of different options? What has your experience been like that? And then often maybe you guys have noticed that what I do to pitch why that's valuable for you guys to comment down here, because I will also say, hey, a lot of you guys have a lot of great feedback, a lot of great ideas and things that I learn from every day. And then I also say, and the rest of you guys, go down there and read those comments that other people are leaving, because you will learn a lot from them, right? So now I'm kind of trying to foster some sort of like community. Like, this video isn't just about me, but this is about you, and you guys can learn from other people who are watching this video. And everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people assume like, oh, well, I have actually something good to say, and if I know someone else is going to read it, now it's worth me actually leaving the comment. The second call to action I then make in my videos is geared towards the non-subscribers, and that is to subscribe, to join this video creators community and become a part of it. And then I usually tell them why I'm doing this content here on Video Creators. It's because I really believe that a lot of you guys have messages that could change the world, and I want to help you guys spread that message so that the people who need to hear what you have to say can actually hear what you have to say. That's the value proposition that I am pitching to you. I want to help you master this platform called YouTube and spread your message. And by subscribing, hopefully that will be more likely to happen for you based on the content and the advice and the things that we're doing here at Video Creators. And so if this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe for that very reason. On Tuesdays, we take a look at online video news and talk about the implications it has for us as creators. See, guys, what I'm doing here, I'm actually pitching more value and like telling people, non-subscribed viewers, what they can expect when they subscribe to our channel. Because sometimes I think it's important to communicate not just why you do what you do, but what you do and how you do that and how you would propose most of your viewers that you're going to accomplish that value proposition for them. But you got to do it quickly, right? Like, you can't go on for 5 minutes about this. So find a way to make it very short and succinct. I know like a lot of the subscribers usually tend to, you know, start drifting away from my videos about the point when I do that because they've heard it before. But for the non-subscribed viewer, like, you got to remember that every single video that you do is potentially someone's very first exposure to you. And so I think that it's important for me to do at the very end of all my videos very succinctly, because I don't know which one of my videos are going to take off and do well and which ones are just going to fall flat. And usually the ones that I don't think are going to do well are the ones that end up performing well. And I'm like, I'm glad I put my pitch in there at the end for all the new people who are seeing that video. And then also on Wednesdays, we do some YouTube, what do we do on Wednesdays? YouTube tips and advice and suggestions and ideas. And then on Thursdays, we do some YouTube Q&A just like this, where I answer a question from you guys, although this week and last week it was from YouTube. But starting in next week, I will go back to answering more questions from you guys. So thank you for subscribing and for becoming a part of the video creators community. And I will see you guys again next week. Bye.